Hi everyone, welcome back. If you like what we're doing, please like, comment, and subscribe. In today's video, we're going to be covering what is known as heritage or maternity style breeding. It takes our last video's topic a little bit further. This I consider to be a more efficient method of rodent breeding, especially for smaller spaces. But it does come with a cost because it is more expensive to buy and or make a maternity rack. And that is a second rack that must be kept and maintained on top of your standard colony breeding racks that also must be maintained. Now, for this method, it's understood that, as always, when female rodent production drops below the average of 8, they are replaced. And beyond that, what happens is that with a maternity breeding setup, you end up being able to keep more females because as your females are impregnated by your males, you remove the females into their own smaller tubs so that way they can gestate the babies and then have the babies and then take care of the babies during their entire process or during their entire growth phase up to smalls. And then once they're smalls, you put them into a grow out tub and the females go back with the males. And so because of this, you can have a lot more females available and breeding than with males. You're able to monitor your output of pinkies on a female by female basis, which means that you don't have to worry about an average number of pinkies produced per 3 or 4 females. And by having by having more females available to breed, you're able to produce more pinkies in a smaller space. Now, the way this works is you have, we'll say, 1 male per tub, much like you would for the large-scale rodent breeding, and you'll have 5 to 6 females per tub. And every week when you go to clean, you pull out any females that look pregnant and you pull them out and you put them in their own maternity tub. They stay in that maternity tub until they have their babies and then raise them up to smalls, and then they'll go back in that tub. Now, the way this works though is that because you have so many females and you have so many female tubs, you are basically able to have more females in your colony tubs because they are constantly being pulled out and replaced, which allows for that overall higher volume of females, which leads to ultimately a higher volume of output because females are what produce your pinkies, obviously. And with that higher volume of output means that you have more babies, which means more money, which means overall more of everything. The downside, of course, as I've mentioned already, cost. Building a maternity rack is, by the time you actually build a good sized maternity rack, you might as well have bought one from either Freedom Breeder or one of the other rack manufacturers, because tubs cost money and you're going to spend $40 for 10 maternity tubs, but usually you end up needing 30, 40, 50 tubs, and that gets large very quickly. And so the expense of a Freedom Breeder rack pays for itself very quickly and also keeps your maternity racks smaller because they're able to manufacture it using better materials to maintain a smaller footprint. Again, this method is really a high efficiency, small area method that works best for hobbyists to, I wouldn't, for your standard hobbyist, just colony breeding is going to be fine. If you have a larger collection with limited space, this is definitely the better option, though it is more expensive and more work. And of course, with large scale breeding, you're going to figure out your own method and just do what you need to do. Now, I know this is a lot of information that's packed into a small video, and I've probably repeated myself a few times. And it's because it's hard to communicate across. But I hope that it helps you. I hope that it helps you understand different methodologies for breeding rats. And coming up soon, we're finally going to get back to reptiles, because it's coming up on December 1st. Actually, by the time this releases, it will be after December 1st, which means I'm going to be pulling my rats, or not my rats, I'm going to be pulling my snakes out of the cooler and checking on them. We're going to give an update on everyone, make sure everyone's okay, and then put them back in till January 1st. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye.